Hey, welcome back to Stu 55 and Beyond. And this week, we're doing a review. That's right, we're doing a review of the Apple Watch. And one of the reasons I decided to do a review as we're going up these steps of success as I was working to get healthier and building this momentum to get healthy, lose weight, eat right, drink my 8 glasses of water. Like, to do it, you don't remember what you do. You kind of do fitness, but you don't remember how long, for what distance. So I thought a health tracker was essential as I go on this journey. It's not a need to have, it's more of a nice to have. But for me, it worked and is working, right? So the first thing for us 55 and older people is which device to use. There's so many out there. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to review a couple of these devices and how they work for me and my effort on basic cardio, basic weightlifting. These are things like getting up to 3 miles and walking, 30 minutes of physical activity, weightlifting, yoga, anything else like that. What I found with the Apple Watch is it's really not about the Apple Watch itself. It's really more about the Apple ecosystem that you're buying. Now, I have the Apple Ultra 2, and I think the Ultra 3 is the one that's out today, and that cost about $800. So right off the jump, the Apple Watch is going to be more expensive than many of these other health devices. And so it's an investment. But let's be honest, the Apple Watch is more than a watch. I use my watch for phone calls, when I'm walking, or even listening to music while I'm walking. So it's not just about the health tracking capabilities, it's about the ecosystem, the other things that you're able to do it outside your normal health tracker, right? I'm not taking phone calls on my Whoop, my Oura Ring, not listening music to Bluetooth headphones. And so that's one of the advantages that I really liked about the Apple Watch. It is easy to use. And one of the things that I use most is the circle tracker. And that circle tracker tracks different items like activity, standing, and overall calories burned in a day. And what I use that for is primarily not standing. I stand 12 times a day. So that's an easy circle to close. I actually track the calories and activities that I set myself per day. Am I closing that circle? And so it gives you that quick and easy visual to what you want to do for that given day, that given week, that given month. The other thing that I like is how it ties from Apple Health to your watch, to the entire Apple ecosystem. I mean, the fact of the matter is many of your other fitness devices will use the information from Apple Health to integrate into their systems. And so, for example, I test my blood pressure, my pulse, all that is already integrated into the watch because it's integrated into my iPhone and it's all synchronous. And so once again, you're paying more, but with the Apple Watch, you're getting more than just a watch. The other thing that I like to do, and it's really simple here with the Apple Watch, is your workouts, right? It is great for me to hit an indoor walk when I'm on the treadmill, when I'm walking in the neighborhood. I have done swimming with this. Worked great, worked fine. I even take showers with it on. Worked fine, so the waterproof is good. That's a plus. But the idea of, hey, you're tracking an activity, let's say like outdoor walking. I'll do a walk, and the beautiful thing is if you have your headphones on, you're listening to music, you don't need to carry your phone because you have your watch, you're taking calls and or listening to music. And the beautiful thing about the device, it's giving you measurable updates. Hey, you hit a mile, 2 miles. Mine actually gives you words of encouragement as you start to go. It's your first walk of the week, way to go, and whatever music I'm listening to. So it's a really good device. Of course, it's Apple. Apple products tend to be pretty good, but once again, it's really not about the device itself. It's about the purchase of that ecosystem. And for us people, over 55, the easier that the IT is, the more likely we are to use it. And that's the other key factor. It really is easy to use, right? If you've used an Apple iPhone, this device becomes easy to use. And once again, I'm not sponsored by Apple. This is my own advice to those of us who are getting back to getting healthy as spring arrives. And once again, it is a beautiful spring day here in the Mid-Atlantic. The con, and I only have one major con, is as I'm going on this health journey, the one thing that I'm realizing that's going to be a key factor to me getting healthier and a more healthier lifestyle is sleep. And this is my own personal habit. I don't like to sleep with my watch on. I tend to charge my watch overnight, even with the Whoop device, and we'll get into that device on another video. I just don't like sleeping with it. If you can tell, I don't really have much jewelry on. I don't wear jewelry. It's not my thing. And so sleeping with the Apple Watch is just not something I'm comfortable with. And so I'm not able to get those sleep measurables with the watch. And so that's the one big con that I have, right? The other one is hey, it's not cheap. $800 for this device is expensive. But that's only if you're using it as a fitness tracker. If you take in those other things, it is a watch, it is a phone. You're able to connect to your music from there and your library of music. So you're doing podcasts, your music. You're not really paying $800 for the watch, as I said before. It's really the purchase of the ecosystem that you get with Apple products, right? I hooked this up to Apple Fitness Plus and had my measurables and my fitness goals up on the screen while doing one of the Apple Fitness workouts. And it was weird that it's tracking. It was crazy how technical these things have become. But it was great being able to see my measurables on the screen while actually doing the workout. That was another pro. But once again, the con, it's not cheap to the sleep measurables. And once again, that's a big factor that we're getting into. The third, and this is me being, gripey, is I'm a big guy, right? And so the wristbands that you buy or get in the box, you might as well just throw right away. But there's 1,000 of third-party solutions that are fairly inexpensive, and I've got one on now. I think this thing costs like $10 or $15, and it's effective. It's been with me almost the entire time I've had the watch. It was effective. Once again, thank you for joining me on Stu 55 and Beyond, and let's be honest, it's about the attitude and the effort. It is so much easier to get on the couch and relax than doing the 30-minute walk or the 20-minute barbell exercise. And the beautiful thing about all these devices is they will send you reminders. Hey, close your circles with a quick, brisk 5-10 minute walk. Do this, you've got 3 more times to stand, so on and so forth. So the technology is there to help us get and climb that next step of success. It's just a matter of, do we have the self-discipline to do so? Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and please tell me how you're using your health devices in the comments below. Appreciate it. See you next time. Stu 55 and Beyond.